All right, everybody. I saw two trailers for the Munsters. I saw the first one they had out, which was a black and white, and it was a teaser. And it basically tried to recapture the classic opening of the show where Herman Munster bursts through the door, and then he has a hole in the door, and yet he's followed by Lily and Grandpa. Okay, that was the first thing I saw. And then I saw the color trailer that's making the rounds now, which is more elaborate, has more footage. And I have to tell you, man, you're not supposed to judge a movie by its trailer. At least I try not to. This thing looks like a piece of shit. I have to tell you, garbage of the highest degree. You know, Rob Zombie. I haven't seen all his films. I saw three. I really loved his film, The Devil's Rejects. I thought that really was a really good modernized Texas Chainsaw Massacre type of affair. It was powerful. But I really didn't like his go on the original Halloween remake he did of that. And then I really despised Halloween 2 that he did. So that's all I've got to go by. But I know that he has his wife, Sherry Moon Zombie, in all these films, and she's in this one as well. Look, from what I understand, Rob Zombie is a self-professed Munsters fan, as I am. He really loves the Munsters. He's been wanting to make this film for like 20 years. I don't understand these guys that set out to pay homage to something they love, and then they just wreck it. They completely ruin it. And the best way, in my view, you can pay homage to something you really love is just leave it the hell alone. Okay, I felt the same way when I saw Peter Jackson's terrible, in my opinion, King Kong remake. And I'm not against all remakes. I mean, there have been some I've liked. I like the Disney version of Mighty Joe Young. I like the John Carpenter Thing better than the original Howard Hawks The Thing. So once in a while, I can come around. And I would want to like this. But the problem is, with a classic show like this, the characters, the actors, the original ones from the 60s, Fred Gwynne is Herman Munster. You can't have another actor in that role. And they've tried already. They made a couple of versions of this, a couple of TV show versions, new casts. And you have Yvonne DiCarlo, she's Lily Munster. You can't have Sherry Moon Zombie as Lily Munster, especially when she can't act her way out of a paper bag. I mean, Sherry Moon Zombie's hot, but she can't act, okay? That's the second thing. And then we have, again, I don't know the name of the actor who plays Grandpa in this one, but originally in the 60s, it was the great Al Lewis. Al Lewis is Grandpa. Now, look, as I say, am I going to see this movie or not? I want to say no. I want to say absolutely not because it's a pretty good indication by the trailer that it's going to be really, really bad. I mean, nobody likes this trailer. There's been tons of videos on this. Everybody hates this trailer. Everybody thinks this is going to be a real disaster. It's just an accident waiting to happen, a big mistake, uh, you know. But I won't say never because, you know, not that I want to go in with my mind already made up to hate it, but who knows? Maybe there could be some surprises. The problem with this new trailer in color is that you can absolutely see everything you need to see. You can see that Herman is nothing like Herman Munster. You can see that Lily is badly acted by Zombie's wife. Grandpa, I must say this, even though they saddled Grandpa for some reason with a huge mustache, which the original character never needed or had, um, he's got Al Lewis's voice and mannerisms down pretty good. So it looks like the Grandpa Munster actor is probably the best out of the three. But the biggest problem I have is that Herman is awful. Now, I think this guy who plays Herman, he was supposedly another big Munsters fan, another big Munsters collector. He has memorabilia and a big collection, I think. And he just doesn't have Herman down at all. How can I know that? Because I've seen enough in the trailer. You don't need the whole movie to tell that these people don't fit the roles. You can tell just by the trailer that Herman Munster's voice is nothing like it should be. It's kind of this light and silly kind of voice. Hi, I'm Herman Munster. That's not Herman. That's not Herman at all. And he tries to imitate Fred Gwynne's classic ho 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 laugh that Herman does in the trailer. It's terrible. It's awful. I just don't see where they're going with this. And that original trailer where the black and white one, when they try to replicate the beginning of the credits and Herman crashes through the door, you got this new Herman, kind of like going like something like, it's just nothing like it should be. Herman. Look, folks. Uh, Again, I'll be honest with you. I made a video of this, and I said I'd never go to see this based on the trailer. I don't like judging movies based on the trailers alone. That's not really fair. However, although there's enough in this trailer really to tell it's going to suck. You see a lot of scenes, and you see a lot of acting. They even have somebody playing. Uh, I guess it's going to be Grandpa's son, the werewolf, Lester the werewolf. I think you see a guy who is dressed up as a werewolf for the trailer, and his voice isn't right either. I mean, the voice is like really stupid. Um, the point I'm making is I'm remaking this video because this time I'm not going to say I'm not seeing the movie. I may just want to see just how bad this is going to be. A lot of people have told me, oh man, I want you to see the movie, Joe, because I want to see what you're going to say about it, how bad it is. It might be a surprise. I'm going to go in this by saying open mind. It's hard to be open when you see this crap that you've seen already in the trailer. It's a good bet it's going to be a stinker. And since we've seen scenes and since we've seen and heard the way they look and act and speak, I can't see it being any better. I will say one thing for it though. The storyline, from what I can gauge, seems to be an interesting take. This seems to be a prequel, it looks like, to the TV series. In the TV series, the whole appeal of the Munsters is that they think they're their average American family. They don't even know they're monsters. They don't know why everybody reacts funny to them, because they live a normal life and everybody runs away from them and thinks they're weird. They don't get it. There's no Marilyn and there's no Eddie in this movie. And I understand that, because where they're going with this, which is interesting, let's give some praise where it's due. The take is this is supposed to be the old country in Transylvania, where Herman is made into a monster. He's born, if you will, and Herman is created, and he wants a girlfriend or a wife, so he dates Lily Dracula, and I guess so. Lily wants to find a man, and Herman wants to find a woman. And Grandpa is the disapproving father of Lily, who will have no part of this Herman Munster. He wants nothing to do. He doesn't like Herman. And that's like kind of before the TV events, where by the time they get to the TV series, they're already set up as a family, married in the house. So it's an interesting take on it, but boy, it looks like it's going to tank. I got to tell you, I am not looking forward to this. Cheers.